Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Collectabros.
My name is VJ, this is Arun, he is the Freddy to my Jason. And over here we've got El Silencio from Parts Unknown.
And as always guys, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We love interacting with you guys through social media, as well as here on YouTube. So you can find us at the number 3 Collectabros. So again, that's the number 3 COLLECTABROS.
So in honor of today's date, we'll be looking at our Friday the 13th collection. So of course the spotlight is on Jason Voorhees.
And again, is there really a more iconic horror franchise than Friday the 13th? There have been 12 films, and Jason has been portrayed by many actors. We've been fortunate enough to meet 6 of the different people who have played Jason. So we're going to showcase everything that we've collected over the years. I really think you guys are going to enjoy this.
So we'll be looking at a whole bunch of items from our collection, varying from some of the Movie Maniac action figures to the Funkos to some of our DVDs.
Okay guys, so we're going to run through some of the items that we've collected over the years for the iconic Friday the 13th franchise. So first up, we've got, of course, from the NES, our Friday the 13th game there. Okay, followed by a Funko. It's a GameStop exclusive. There, it's an 8-bit, really cool, pays tribute to, of course, the NES game. Next up, we've got a Friday the 13th figure by NECA, and that's signed by Ted White. Really awesome figure. Again, following the same 8-bit pattern. Next up, another NECA figure, which I'm really a huge fan of this. They nailed it with the detail there. It's signed in gold as well. And of course, that's signed by Steve Dash, and he signed it to Arun. Stay Out of the Woods, the real Jason, Steve Dash from Friday the 13th Part 2. And then we've got on the end here a Funko, and that I'm going to pick that up so you get a better look at it. That's signed by Kane Hodder, who's probably our favorite Jason. He's kind of become the most famous person to play that character. So Kane Hodder autographed that for us. Really cool piece. Here is, I guess, the infamous Jason from Jason X. That's made by Todd McFarlane. Cool figure. The movie not so much, but it's there. And then this is another really cool piece. And if we can zoom in a little bit, you can see that that's signed in gold. And that is actually, it's a Movie Maniac figure by McFarlane Toys, and we're actually planning to do an episode just on our Movie Maniac collection somewhere down the road. So this figure, he signed it to Arun from Kane Hodder, Jason. It's from the Jason Goes to Hell film, and the really cool thing about this is actually the variant edition. So you see all the blood, and I remember when we met Kane Hodder, he was actually really surprised that we had this figure, because it's not easy to come by. Okay, and then if you look here, we've got all of our movies. So first up, we've got Friday the 13th collection from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. It's the Ultimate Edition DVD collection, and it's really cool. Just includes, you know, all the movies, as well as some really cool special extras and documentaries and things like that. And of course, there's the original there. Okay. Next up, we've got Jason Goes to Hell. I really like, this is one of my favorites, because this is, of course, that iconic scene where Freddy reaches in and pulls Jason into hell. It's just a really cool scene. Okay, next up, we've got a documentary, Crystal Lake Memories, the complete history of Friday the 13th. This is actually a really, really cool documentary. If nobody's ever watched that, I'd really recommend this one. Okay, another documentary, 2-disc special edition called His Name Was Jason, obviously spotlighting Jason Voorhees. And then we've got the newer remake of Friday the 13th, which was released in 2009. It's a Blu-ray. Okay. Friday the 13th Part 3. Now I have it already, but this one actually is a 3D version that was released in the theaters, and it actually comes with the glasses as well, so pretty cool. Okay. Next up is Jason X. Followed by, of course, the Super Clash, Freddy vs. Jason. And last but not least, Friday the 13th, the series. Some of you are probably wondering what the hell this even is, but it's such a great show, very underrated, never gets enough credit for how good it really is. It's actually a Canadian show that's filmed here in Toronto. It basically just shares the same name, Friday the 13th, the series, and that's about it. But it's a really cool set. And I think if you go to Amazon right now, you can get it, the entire series. It's about 90 episodes for like $40, so it's a great deal. And again, if you're not familiar with this show, like I'm sure not a lot of people are, I highly recommend it. It's actually really cool. It's become like a cult classic, but just, again, awesome show. And just, yeah, 90 episodes. I highly recommend checking this one out.
Here we've got the movie poster for Friday the 13th, the final chapter. You'll notice we've got this signed with 2 autographs. So we've got this item signed by Tom Savini, who was in charge of makeup for the original Friday the 13th, as well as this particular film, The Final Chapter. And it's also signed by Corey Feldman, who played Tommy Jarvis. And here we've got the movie poster for Jason X, of course the 10th installment in the franchise, signed by Kane Hodder, who was also very surprised that we even had this, to be honest.
Okay, and the last piece from our collection that we're going to show you is this mask right here. I'm going to borrow this from El Silencio. Okay, and if we see here, it's actually autographed. It's an original Jason Voorhees mask. Okay, and we've got 4 autographs on this Jason replica mask. Really cool piece. So it's signed by CJ Graham from Friday 13th Part 6, Tom Warga from the 5th installment of the Friday 13th franchise, Steve Dash, the real Jason from number 2, and Ari Lemon, who plays Jason in the original Friday 13th, and that's of course the scene where he drowns as a kid. Alright, and just to close this out, guys, probably our favorite Jason to meet was Kane Hodder. He was really awesome. He almost choked DJ out when we met him.
And my neck has never been the same since.
Thanks a lot for tuning in to another episode of Collectabros. We really hope you guys enjoyed this Friday 13th edition. And again, we encourage you to follow us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube at 3 Collectabros. So that's the number 3, COLLECTABROS. We look forward to hearing from you guys, and we'll see you next time. I'm Arun, he's VJ, he's El Silencio. We'll see you next time. Keep on collecting.